Good morning, all Huskies. Happy Tuesday, May 12th. I am Dr. Sawyer, and I'm very thankful to be joined this morning by Miss Keel, who is joining us for our morning meeting. We have some announcements and lots of information to go over with you, so I'm proud of you for tuning in and being involved in your school. We were just listening to a Mexican composer, Carlos Chavez. And this week, as we celebrate Multicultural Week at Hamilton, we thought it would be special to play some music from around the world. Carlos Chavez, is one of the most well-known and impactful musicians in our history. So this morning, our quote of the day is actually a visual of the day. Our learner profile trait is being an inquirer. This week, we're focusing on inquiry. And so what you see in front of you is the inquiry cycle of first developing a question or something you want to look into in the world, then investigating that, collecting data to answer those questions, seeing what you can find in research. Then upon collecting the data, reflecting on that, thinking about discussing and analyzing that data, and then taking those findings to make improvements in the world. So especially in times like we're in now, all you Huskies out there who are the future leaders of our world, start thinking about those key questions that you want to explore and then how you want to investigate those key questions. Reflect upon the data that you collect and improve the world through that inquiry. You give us a lot of hope each day for the future of our world. And part of improving the world is through inquiry. Happy Tuesday, all Huskies. Like we said, I want to talk today about what next year might look like. Many of you have asked me those questions, and I want to share with you what I know right now officially. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the news, and you're hearing things, and probably a lot of people are sharing ideas, but this is official information that I want you to have. It is official that DPS and Hamilton will probably start back on our regular calendar for next school year, which would be August 17th, the first school day. But it might look very different. So what DPS is talking about right now, no decisions have been made, is that we will probably or possibly be in remote learning with some in-person learning in the fall. DPS, that's our school system, is working with health officials to decide what that will officially look like. They're going to make up their mind by the end of this month or the start of June. So Huskies, we will definitely hear what next year will look like by the start of June. I know a lot of you want to have those answers. So do I. We miss seeing you every single day. But that is what we know at this point, and we'll definitely keep you posted. This week is Multicultural Week at Hamilton, and so many of you submitted videos and awesome celebrations of our diversity at Hamilton. We often say our diversity makes us stronger. And this Friday, we're really going to celebrate our diversity. So Friday at 2 o'clock, have a watch party with your friends. 2 o'clock on Friday, our multicultural celebration will be live on our website. Cannot wait to celebrate with all of you and see such incredible reflections of the rich diversity we have at Hamilton and this awesome community that you and I get to be a part of. So Friday at 2. 8th grade continuation. Your photos are due to Miss Powell by today. So make sure you get those in so we can celebrate you as our awesome 8th grade class. Next, I want to talk about student closeout, which you're wondering about technology, your instruments, your library books. Let's talk about that now. So there you have The Simpsons running out of Springfield Elementary School. Okay, student closeout. So this will happen next week. There will be AM, so morning and afternoon times available. We will share those details this week with you. So start thinking about that. Here's what we will collect. We will collect from all of our students your musical instruments, if you have them. We will collect your textbooks and library books, if you have them. And then students leaving DPS, so those would be students who are not going to go to a DPS school next year, we will collect your musical instruments, your textbooks and library books, just like for all students, but we also will collect your technology. We will not be collecting your Chromebooks if you are coming back to a DPS school next year, even if you're going on to high school. So 8th graders, you will take your Chromebooks to 9th grade, and 6th graders should arrive with theirs from elementary. Lockers, you might be wondering about lockers. So Huskies, we have studied this really hard for several weeks, and we've made an important decision that due to the nature of our locker system and the safety procedures that would require clean out, we will be waiting to clean out all lockers until students are once again allowed in the building. Students are not allowed in the building at this time. Families are not allowed in the building at this time and are not allowed throughout the summer. So we have shared lockers at Hamilton. Because we have shared lockers, there is no way for us to separate whose things are whose. And so there's no way for us to clean out lockers at this time and do it so that your materials are safe and your belongings are not disorganized and mixed in with other people's. And so we made the decision that it is best at this time to wait until we can all safely come back into the building. We did give all of our Huskies those days in March to get essential belongings. So we already gave everybody time to get things that were absolutely required. And I know we would all like to get back to our lockers and get back. Trust me, I know, but we cannot do that safely. And we cannot do that in an organized way because, again, no students, no family can come into the building. So we will be waiting until it's safe. And so we can make sure all of your things are remaining in place and are not touched and messed with until you can come back in and get them. And we will have days in the fall, when we return in the late summer, and it's safe to, and the health department lets us, we will have dates and times for people to come back and get their things. So please know we're thinking of all of you, and those are decisions that we have to make at this time based upon the health regulations in Denver and the nature of our lockers, the way that they're shared. Okay, moving on to our next slide. This week's kindness challenge for all Huskies. So as you heard about yesterday, we are writing cards for seniors, for senior citizens. We know that, like we did the Generation Gratitude Challenge earlier this semester, many of our seniors are not allowed any visitors at all, and their facilities, their senior living facilities, are on lockdown. We know that seniors are very lonely and isolated in this time. And so think of our senior citizens. Please write them a card or draw a picture. You don't know how much that would mean. When my grandfather was in a nursing facility, it meant so much just to get a card, to have one person think of them. Get creative. You could create a crossword puzzle. You could even draw a piece of artwork, write a song. And on the right-hand side of your screen right now, you can see how you can get those cards or creations to senior citizens. You can scan your card and email it. That's probably the best way, is to take a picture of it and email it to sarwoodionese@brookdale.com, and the spelling is on your screen. You can also send them to other email addresses that are listed. So please consider doing that, Huskies. That could really make someone's day. I'm proud of you for thinking about it. I'm now going to turn it over to my great colleague, Ms. Keel. Good morning, Ms. Keel.
Good morning, Dr. Sawyer. Good morning, scholars. It's good for you guys to be able to see me. So now I am going to give you guys some information about 6th and 8th grade ICAP. So 6th and 8th graders, you need to complete your 4th quarter ICAP lessons. 7th grade has already completed their ICAP. So 6th and 8th graders, don't forget, complete your ICAP lessons. Huskies. Learner profile is inquirer. So we nurture our curiosity, developing skills for inquiry and research. We know how to learn independently and with others. We learn with enthusiasm and sustain our love of learning throughout. So don't forget, remember to be an inquirer. Huskies. So this week, we have a new wellness activity for you. Our wellness activity for the week is self-affirmations. Positive thinking is a powerful tool that can improve your health, help you manage stress, help you overcome challenges, and can help you make better choices. The idea is that by changing your thinking, you can control your emotions and your actions. So, scholars, this week, we challenge all Hamilton scholars to write down something positive about yourself each day. So each day, remember to write down something positive about yourself and give yourself credit for just being a great person. Huskies. We have some examples of positive self-affirmations. So some examples of positive self-affirmations include, I am enough. I get better every single day. I am an amazing person. Today, I am a leader. I forgive myself for mistakes. Every day is a fresh start. And finally, I can be anything I want to be. Remember that, scholars, you can be anything you want to be. Huskies. So how will today look? So here's your schedule for today. 9 to 10, you should eat breakfast because we all know how important it is to eat breakfast. It's going to help you get energy. It's going to help you get yourself ready for today, and it's going to set up your learning space. From 10 to 11:30, check in with your Green Day teachers. Take attendance in your green classes and complete 1 or 2 assignments, and also make sure you go to live office hours. 11:30 to 12, you should eat lunch and you should participate in the wellness activity. 12:30 to 1:30, self-care. So you could meditate, you could take a nap, you could watch a show, or you could write in your journal some positive self-affirmations. 1:30 to 2, all scholars should read. 2 to 3, complete another assignment, and it says gratitude journal, but we really mean self-affirmation journal. So self-affirmation journal. And from 3 to 4, check your email, check back in with your teachers, and make sure you have turned in at least 2 assignments. And also be sure to go to office hours. Huskies. So here's a reminder from Ms. Nias. This is so important, students. There is only 4 more days left to buy a yearbook. 4 more days. So don't forget, buy your yearbooks. Ms. Nias, I believe, has the information up on our website. So make sure you go to our website and purchase a yearbook. Huskies. So scholars, don't forget to tune in at 9 a.m. each morning for your morning message. Buy a yearbook if you want one. Don't forget that 8th graders, don't forget to submit your continuation photos by today. Check all of your classes for progress updates if you haven't. And mark your calendar for this Friday, 2 p.m., our watch party. Don't forget to do those things.
Yes, just like Ms. Keel said, that is our multicultural celebration Friday at 2 o'clock. So a lot to look forward to this week. Ms. Keel, thank you for joining morning meeting.
Thank you, Dr. Sawyer, for having me.
And we like to say as we finish up, let's remember who we are.
We are the community of Hamilton Middle School.
Let's make it a great day.
Go Huskies.
Huskies.
Bye.
Day.